The ultrasound that exposed a dark secret was only the beginning. What followed was a courtroom battle, a town divided, and a little girl's struggle to rebuild her shattered world. This is the untold part 2 of Emily's story, the chilling aftermath of a father's betrayal and the courage it took to bring him to justice. The news spread quickly. Headlines read, "Father arrested after daughter's chilling confession at clinic." Neighbors who once waved at John Miller now whispered in disbelief. Some defended him, insisting the accusations were exaggerated. Others admitted they had suspected something was wrong all along, but chose silence. For Emily, the world outside felt different. She was no longer just a little girl. She was the child whose words shook an entire community. And that spotlight came with its own burden. Dr. Lewis, the physician who had sounded the alarm, became a local hero. Yet even she confessed privately that she lost sleep replaying Emily's trembling voice. "Please, help me." It was clear the case had divided the town. The investigation revealed years of hidden abuse. Prosecutors worked tirelessly to build their case, but they knew one thing. It all rested on Emily's testimony. Could an 8-year-old child withstand the pressure of a courtroom filled with strangers, lawyers, and her father staring back at her? Emily's therapists worked with her daily, preparing her for the possibility. Meanwhile, John's defense attorney crafted a different narrative, that Emily had been coached, influenced, or mistaken. It was a dangerous strategy, one designed to paint Emily as unreliable. The trial began under heavy media attention. Reporters filled the seats, cameras lined the courthouse steps, and headlines exploded across the nation. The prosecution presented evidence, medical reports, teacher observations, and neighbors' testimonies. Each piece built a disturbing picture of a father who carefully maintained appearances while hiding horrific secrets. Then came Emily's turn. Small, fragile, yet determined, she walked to the witness stand. The room held its breath. Her voice was quiet, but her words were clear. She spoke of nights filled with fear, of secrets forced upon her, and of the desperate pleas she finally made at the clinic. John never looked away, his eyes locked on hers. But Emily didn't falter. When asked why she chose that moment to speak, she answered, "Because I knew someone would finally listen." The courtroom fell silent. After weeks of testimony, the jury delivered its verdict, guilty. John Miller was sentenced to decades in prison, his reputation permanently destroyed. The man once respected as a devoted father was now a symbol of betrayal. Emily, though victorious, carried the weight of scars invisible to the eye. The town began to heal, but the shadows of denial lingered. People questioned how such abuse could remain hidden for so long. Teachers revised training. Neighbors vowed never to ignore warning signs again. Emily's bravery had sparked more than just a trial. It ignited change. Recovery wasn't easy. Therapy sessions became part of her life. Some days, she laughed like any child should. Other days, the nightmares returned. But Emily had something stronger than fear, resilience. She began speaking out, even at a young age, about listening to children and protecting the vulnerable. Her story inspired others. Survivors from different towns came forward, sharing their own truths. What began as one girl's cry for help had become a movement of awareness. Emily's story didn't end in the courtroom. It began there. By finding her voice, she not only freed herself, but gave countless others the courage to speak. The lesson is clear. Silence protects the abuser, but truth sets the victim free. Her journey reminds us all, when a child whispers, we must listen, because behind those whispers may lie the power to stop the unimaginable.